Namaste to you guys. Today we're talking about how to increase our levels of consciousness. If you're new to my channel, feel free to actually subscribe and leave me a comment, okay? Letting me know what's up. So I realized that yes, the present moment is all that we've got, okay? So with our choices that we actually make, with the actions that we actually take, we give ourselves the opportunity to actually change the patterns within our own subconscious mind, okay? So I believe that practice is important, okay? So in order to actually get to practice something, you must actually ask yourself, what is my passion? What are my skills? What is my native nature actually asking me to do, okay? So I realized that we as one consciousness, because we are all one consciousness in our nature, okay? There is this law of one in the universe. Everything is oneness. This is the truth. We must actually learn how to help each other expand, okay? And we as individuals, we have the choice of actually building something in this world. And I believe that with our unique side, if we are focusing on our unique side, we must learn how to actually express that outside of ourselves, okay? So you may realize that throughout your journey, throughout your childhood, you have been actually educated into a system. Now the system may actually work for you or against you, okay? So me as a starseed, me as a spiritual being, I realized that I have to make my own reality. I have to actually create my own reality. And the more that I actually question my purpose, the more that I focus on my purpose, I realized that yes, the system is not something that I actually want to focus on, so I'm out of the system in a way, you know. So I realized that me as a unique spiritual being, I have my own vision towards the world, and the more that I actually express this vision towards the world, the more that I actually expand at a mental level, at an emotional level, at a conscious level, okay? So in order to actually raise your level of consciousness, you must focus on your unique gifts, on your unique side, okay? You must actually begin to live your life, okay? Because if you are living in reverse and if you are stagnating too much, you realize that now your life is reversed and you are really blocked, okay? In a way, you are actually getting blocked. So realize that action is necessary, and the more that you actually step into action, the more that you actually take care of your body, of your energies, the more that you are focusing on yourself, and the more that you are actually expressing yourself towards the world, towards our consciousness, towards our beingness, okay? Realize that you have a purpose. You have a purpose, and in order to actually increase your level of consciousness, you must be open to this purpose. So what are you choosing today? How do you actually choose to express yourself, okay? Realize that everything that is happening with a higher purpose, and the more that you are actually attuned to this intelligence of the universe, to the intelligence of your own self, the more that you will actually raise your level of consciousness, okay? So realize that wherever you are standing right now, you get to have the opportunity to actually trust life, okay? So if, for example, you got wounded by your past and now you feel like you are not at your best potential, you always do have the chance to actually forgive yourself and come back into your potential, okay? So realize that self-forgiveness will actually make you increase your vibration in such a way that you will also increase your level of consciousness, okay? So realize that wherever you are standing right now, you do have a choice, guys. You do have a choice, and from my perspective, the best choice is the choice of love, of authenticity, of where we are actually integrating ourselves and healing ourselves, okay? I believe that in increasing your level of consciousness, you must also learn how to forgive your past and actually learn how to heal again, okay? So if you are raising your energy, it means that you are also increasing your level of consciousness. So ask yourself, what am I doing today in order to actually increase my energy? Because by increasing your energy, you increase your levels of awareness, okay? It's also from my perspective, it's also realizing that we must have fun in the process, okay? We must have fun in the process, and we must not take our creation so seriously. So dare to actually have fun and enjoy whatever you are creating, okay? I also believe that it's not necessarily about hard work, it's more about finding the alignment with our higher selves, with our higher being, with our true selves, okay? So realize that whatever you are going through, you always do have the chance to connect to this beautiful infinite being of yours. And the more that you are connected to this infinite being of yours, the more that now you are actually stepping into your purpose, okay? So I realized that for me, my purpose is to actually expand my spiritual side, is to question my spiritual side, is to question my gifts, is to actually move into my body and actually listen to the awareness of my body, okay? Because there is intelligence within my soul, there is intelligence within my mind, there is intelligence within my emotional field. And the more that I actually listen to my intuition, the more that I open my heart to new experiences, the more that I find the peace and love within, the more that I open myself to myself, the more that I forgive myself, is the more that I actually raise my level of consciousness, okay? So realize that wherever you are standing in life, there are actually tools for you to actually expand yourselves, okay? So one tool may be about reading about spiritual things if you feel that that is passionate for you. Another tool would be moving into your body if you actually want to increase your vibration. Another tool would be your diet, okay? What are you eating? What are you actually feeding your body with, okay? Because there is intelligence in food, there is energy in food, okay? The higher the frequency of the food, the better we will feel, okay? So they say that our cells actually regenerate themselves with the foods that we actually eat, okay? So from my perspective, I actually try to stay away from eating animal meat, flesh and blood, okay? Because I realized that that actually decreases my vibe, okay? So the more that I find the peace, the more that I find the frequency in vegetables, in fruits, the more that I actually increase my vibration, okay? So realize that yes, you do have a choice in actually increasing your energy, your vibration, and it's also about giving yourself the compassion necessary, okay? Finding the flow, finding the abundance, and realizing that yes, you are an infinite spiritual being, and by the energies that are actually coming now right here on the planet, we are actually increasing our vibe, okay? Because the intelligence of the universe and the universe, they actually want to expand the consciousness of the planet with the new solar energy and galactic energies that are now increasing our vibes and that are now coming right here on the planet, okay? So realize, guys, that yes, in order to actually increase your level of consciousness, you do have a choice. And from my perspective, the best choice is to actually listen to your intuition and actually allowing yourself to feel everything, okay? I believe that in increasing our level of consciousness, we must actually learn how to also accept a negative emotion, okay? Because there is power in our negative side, okay? In order to be complete, we cannot always stay just positive because there is this duality, okay? And the more that you actually go beyond the duality of the positive and the negative, the more that you will find yourself and you will transcend yourself into a neutral state, okay? Finding yourself in a neutral state, for example, balancing the masculine energies and the feminine energies, okay? So if you are finding yourself in a neutral space, you realize that you now can raise your level of consciousness, okay? It's also about your mental processes, okay? Slow down the mind and enter into a state of meditation, okay? Because meditation is super powerful, and I believe that we do have the power to actually meditate in each moment, okay? So each moment is a new reality, and each moment actually gives you the opportunity to actually raise your level of awareness, of consciousness, okay? So I believe that it's about observing our emotions, observing our thoughts, okay? Observing and becoming conscious of the movement of our body. Everything is important, okay? So the more aware you become, the more that you actually raise your level of consciousness, okay? So realize that you are on a purpose. This is also important in actually increasing the levels of awareness, okay? Don't give up on your purpose and actually keep trusting yourself. Keep trusting yourself and realize that the more that you are actually focusing on serving the world, the more that you open your heart to the world, the more that you will actually increase your levels of consciousness, okay? There are a lot of tools in this. There are a lot of tools. And the more that you actually embrace the tools, the more that you actually become grateful for whatever you have around yourself, is the more that you will actually increase your levels of your consciousness, okay? So realize, guys, that yes, everything is happening for you, and what you choose at a soul level, what you choose at an energetic level, that is what you will actually attract into your energy, into your reality. Okay, so yes, you always do have a choice, and best choice to actually improve yourself. Okay, so ask yourself, what are you doing today in order to actually improve yourself? Okay, what is your future self in a way asking from you? From me is to keep practicing my awareness, is to keep questioning my skills, is to keep opening my heart to the experience of love. It's also about learning how to accept a negative emotion. Like I said, there is power in becoming an alchemist, and the alchemist really makes the best out of the worst. Okay, the alchemist loves himself, and the alchemist never gives up on love. Okay, so realize that yes, you do have a choice, and the best choice is to actually love yourself and actually improve yourself in each moment. Okay, realize that it's about letting go, it's about allowing yourself to feel everything. Realize that you have the freedom within yourself, and the more that you love yourself, the more that you will actually help others expand with your talents, with your gifts, with whatever you actually offer the world. Okay, so realize that you have the ability to also relax. Okay, it's not necessarily about struggling so much, it's more about finding the vibrational alignment and learning to play with these energies in order for you to actually expand. Okay, so what are you expanding as? What is your vision? What is your purpose? Ask yourself this and actually go and focus and do what you love. Okay, doing what you love is super important, and the more that you actually do what you love, the more that you will actually increase your energies. Okay, everything matters, guys, and the moment that you actually take responsibility, it's also about taking responsibility. That means the ability to actually respond. Okay, it means that you have a choice in how you actually perceive certain things, certain events in your life. And the more that you actually learn how to forgive yourself for everything that you have gone through, the moment that you can actually talk to your past and realize that everything is actually okay, is the moment that you will actually open yourself to a new energy, a new frequency, and is the moment that you will actually let go. Okay, so let go and realize that you can actually relax yourself inside of your body. Okay, relaxing yourself while in action is super important, and that is actually the master. Okay, we are all masters. In a way, we are all masters, and the more that we recognize this nature of the master, the more that we will actually begin to create a new version. The best version for ourselves awaits us. Okay, it is our job to actually take responsibility and focus on what we desire. I love you guys. This was today's video about how to increase your levels of consciousness, and yes, you are always evolving, you are always progressing. Don't give up, and realize that even if you go slow forward, you are still going, and if you keep going, then the universe won't give up on you. I love you guys, and if you want to work with me, if you want to expand at a spiritual level, at a mental level, at an emotional level, feel free to actually send me a message or access the link that is in the description below. I love you, and see you on whatever is coming up next. Much peace, and see you.